This video is a video of a lamp right here. It was like this, but my nephew was kicking around a soccer ball and it fell. And I'm gonna fix it nice right here. You see, this thing broke off. So I'm gonna fix this to go back in here. And now you see the tape and everything. I'm not gonna fix it with the piece of wood. I'm gonna fix it with epoxy. And I'm gonna show you guys how I did it. And what I did was, this is a piece of cardboard in the middle, just so the epoxy doesn't run down the middle and everything and mess up my project. So what I did, because obviously after the epoxy dries, the paper is going to stick to the epoxy and you'll no longer be able to see through it. So what I did was rolled it up and used tape to tape it. So if you can see how it's shiny a little bit, because I taped up the piece of cardboard. I stuffed it in here first to make sure it fits. And then I taped up the cardboard just so the epoxy doesn't stick to the cardboard. And I have a nice clear finish after I'm done. Because I want to eventually find a small neon light. And it's going to be epoxy fixed. And it's going to be neon light. It's going to look nice. And now recording this, maybe I should have burnt the wood a little bit so it looks cool, you know? Or maybe I should have did something special with the wood so you can see how cool it looks afterwards. But for the sake of the video, you know, I just wanted to record this. And what I did with this outside tape was I put this here, and just so the inside isn't sticky, I ripped off a piece of tape, and you see this side is sticky, if you can hear it. And this side is non-sticky. So what I did was, instead of using the sticky side, I put the non-sticky side around here, so it's not, so the outside is sticky, see? This side is sticky, so I can move it, right? But also, because the inside isn't sticky, when I pour the epoxy on the inside, I can take it off and none of the glue sticks to the epoxy. That way it's smooth. And after doing it like that, outside, on the outside, on the inside, so it's not sticky on the inside, I put the tape on the outside. I've reversed it again so it sticks right. The sticky side being this side is on the inside. So sticky to sticky on the tape, that way the outside's smooth as well. And it makes the tape a little bit more durable because there's more levels. And that way the epoxy doesn't stick. I can take the cardboard out and you can still see the nice wire through the inside. And that way nothing sticks to each other. So the inside of this is non-sticky and the outside is non-sticky, just for, you know, just so it's easier to work with. That's why I did it that way. See, because if it was sticky, this piece wouldn't slide in so easily, you know, and if I try to pull it out, it'd be sticky and then I'd rip the whole thing. And that way, you know, it's gonna look nice. Because like I said, later I'm going to get a blue neon light and it's going to light up, be like a night light. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in a cup and mix the two parts together. Because I think this is more used as like a glue. But what I'm going to use is, I'm going to use this epoxy right here. And the reason why I'm going to mix it together, because this is a little yellow. And they have videos on this, but they're using it more for gluing things together and not for my purpose. So I don't know that it's going to naturally mix together. So I'm going to mix it all together and put it in a cup. I bought 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. So, and then I'm going to use the cup and pour it into the missing piece. I'm going to take the wood piece out. I'll show you. So let me open this up and get everything ready. What you want to do is you want to take this off, this piece right here, and open this. I did the other 2 already. But another thing is you want to take this out of the middle. It's hard to get out, so take it out before you take the tip off because you don't want everything spilling everywhere. And because I did it with it in here and it was hard to squeeze out. So I'm going to pop this out. You can just take like a screwdriver or something. So I just took this screwdriver and popped this out just so it's easier to squeeze. And this is the tool you would use to like, it's more of like a glue, but I'm going to use it as an epoxy. So you take it out and then you want to take this piece off right here like that, and you open it up and you just squeeze it in. See, squeeze it in and it's easier to squeeze it. And I'm going to let it mix. I'm going to actually give it a little twirl. Put it over there, right here. Just give it a mix, you know, just to kind of mix it up. And you gotta work fast, so after it's mixed up, I take the piece out, and how I taped it up, it makes it so easy. I take it out, and then I'm gonna just pour it in, like that. Just pour it in. You're gonna try not to get a lot on the wood. And it looks like the bubbles are coming up. And now what you wanna do is you wanna catch all the excess so it doesn't go on the wood. You don't want that to happen. And then you have to sand it off, and it's gonna it's going to make a big mess. So that's why I taped it around so nothing would get on the wood. I can always sand the top a little bit. But if you look at it, all the bubbles are coming to the top. So I could have waited until all the bubbles came to the top, or I could have squeezed it in. When I squeezed it like this, maybe I shouldn't have squeezed this so much, so fast. So there's probably a way around having the bubbles. Maybe if I would have squeezed it in slower, you know, maybe, because when I squeezed it, it was like, it was making noise. So that was the bubbles being pumped into it. So maybe I pumped the bubbles into it. But it's already done. What can I do? Maybe the bubbles will slowly come up. Or maybe the bubbles would look nice. When I put a blue neon light on the inside, I'll take my time and try to get some tweezers and put a blue neon light on the inside. And then you'll see it. It'll light up blue neon. It'll look really nice. So what I did with the paper is I kind of pushed it in some, so there's a lip on the inside. So when I put this back in, you know, I'm able to screw it in. So I can screw it in nice. And, you know, because the paper's here, I can feed the wire back through easily. Then I can screw it in. And there you go. I fixed the piece of furniture. And now I might bring over my furniture so he can break it and I can fix it. So this is the next day of doing this lamp. And it looks white because of the white cardboard, but I think it might look better once I do it. The bubbles are still in it. I could have poured it slower, I guess, out of the tube because I pumped bubbles in it. That's what happened. But I think it might look nice if it turns out to be clear when I take the white out and put like a blue neon light in it. I'll probably get one of them neon lights and just splice this side and splice that side and weave it together and tape it and just put it back right under here so it would light up blue. They sell them. But this is still soft. I'm guessing because it's like that, it's soft. So I'm not going to mess with it. And here's the other one that I did yesterday. This is still wet too. It says that on the thing, it says in 5 minutes, but it's been a day. Well, that right there is false advertisement. I guess if you used it as a glue, then maybe 5 minutes, but the bigger the body, it takes longer to cure. So I'm gonna give it another so much time to cure. Maybe I'll wait a week or so. We'll see what happens. But it should look good.